Hello, Justyna. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I already shuffled the deck, but I'm going to need to break it. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, now I'm just going to check the energy here. Okay. So I know that you wanted me to kind of go over the potential business opportunities coming your way, and I'm definitely going to do that, but I also want to kind of get a feel of what your strengths and weaknesses are when it comes to work, and kind of go over the things that are coming your way and maybe some of the things that you may possibly be doing. So it's going to be kind of a mix of advice and potential to come. But I'll explain each step here as we go. So the first three cards I'm going to pull are going to be talking about the strengths that you want to really be paying attention to or focusing on right now in your career. So I'm going to put this to the side here. So the first one here is the Six of Coins. This is going to be talking about your ability to identify people's needs and figuring out what you can do to make people's lives better or to help them reach their goals here. Because it is reversed to me, upright we have the little part hint here. It's talking about charity, the give and take of the world. And sometimes when it's reversed, it can talk about maybe not giving enough. But because to me it's reversed, it's kind of talking about your inner talents, the things that you do instinctually. So instinctually, you are aware of the people around you. This may be suggesting that you're more of a problem solver. So you may be good in customer service to a degree, but not where you can't do something for the person, where it feels like they're just wanting to complain to you, where they're upset about something. You're the person that wants to find that solution and make things happen. So one of your talents, one of your strengths is identifying what somebody needs and finding the way to get that need met. So we're going to be pairing that with the Death card reversed. Now this is going to be talking about your ability to adapt to change. You are adaptable. It may not be necessarily your favorite thing to do. You tend to get comfortable doing certain things a certain way, but you are very adaptable. So we have dealing with others' needs and problem solving, and adapting to the necessary changes. Good strengths to have. And the last strength that it's wanting to bring up for you is, once again, it's related to your dealings with others. The Three of Coins, when it's reversed for me, it's actually saying that although you may be decent at working with other people on a team, maybe you can deal with it. This actually is talking about one of your strengths is being able to do things on your own time and in your own way. So really consider these three strengths when you're looking for your possible career opportunities. And now the next three we're going to look at are actually maybe more of the things you're not as good at. And this can really help you determine what of the opportunities you may be facing, what may be something is just not something that's going to fit for you. So we have Judgment reversed. So this is talking about one of your potential weaknesses here is going to be, this is sort of talking about jumping to conclusions, quick judgments. Sorry if you're hearing any thunder, it is raining here. And it's part of one of your strengths, where it's quick identifying, quick problem solving, adaptability, right? But one of the drawbacks of that can be that because you're so intelligent, you're so quick to react on these things, so adaptable, that it can cause you sometimes to jump to a conclusion or jump to the next step, and maybe you need to take a breather. I'm also getting this feeling that you may get kind of bored easily. That's something to consider. You may want things that aren't super routine in your business opportunities, so you have more possibility to grow and see some shift in your day, and you're not just kind of stuck sitting around or standing around in a job. Another weakness, Two of Cups is talking about your need for balance, and this is sort of correlating pretty well here with this Judgment here. You need to be able to balance out your day-to-day. You don't want to stick around in one place. So an office job may not be something that is a really good fit for you if it means that you're going to be stuck in your office. If you're going to be able to work around with others, go to meetings and exercise your brain and walk around and get a little bit more physical in your job as far as walking and working, that may be a better fit for you. And this last one is the Hanged Man. You may not do well with indecision. And by that I mean you do better when there is more of a straightforward way of going about things. Working in fields of gray or uncertainty isn't really something that you're comfortable with. You want there to be a problem and then a set way to deal with that problem, not a maybe this might work kind of situation. So I want to try to, I don't have like a lot of space here, and I do plan on pulling quite a bit of cards for you. I'll just leave them like this for right now. I know that I believe in a previous conversation you mentioned that you do read cards, so hopefully this makes more sense to you than it does other people, just because you're kind of more aware of it. So now we're going to get more into the opportunities coming your way. They may not necessarily be 3 separate opportunities, but we'll see how it begins to feel when they come up. Okay, so there is a possibility of a slow growing job. Page of Coins is suggesting that a person is going to possibly bring this opportunity to you. It may be someone that you already know, someone that you can trust and depend on. They may say, hey, I saw this, or hey, I know someone who's doing this. It will be a slow growth type of job, and it's something that you will be able to grow on. It won't necessarily be something that is a quick moving situation when it comes to the financial opportunity of it, but there may still be some potential growth long term if you're willing to stay in that position long term. Okay, so look out for that potential person. Definitely work the networking that you have, the people that you have. There is some potential opportunities in people that you already know. 9 of Cups. This is suggesting an opportunity being presented to you that you will have to sort of invest in. I don't mean like a literal investment, but I may mean there may be money you have to put out to get involved in it. If it were to be, for example, an at-home job and you don't have a desktop computer, it may be something you would eventually want to invest in. There may be uniforms involved that can cost money to buy. So there's an opportunity that is potentially pretty lucrative for you, but there's a risk involved in it. I don't see you going down this route. I almost get the feeling that it's kind of like one of those, like a pyramid scheme. So if anything comes up that seems like too good to be true, definitely make sure you do your research and really look into what they're talking about, because that's kind of like the feel that I'm getting for this opportunity. It may be related to this person that you already know. It may be somebody that they feel very young, or it feels almost youthful, like someone you knew from the past, maybe like a high school person or a friend on like social media or something that you've known for some time. So look out for that possibility. I don't see you pursuing it. So it's very possible, though, that that will come up soon. Okay, so this is the Knight of Swords. Now, we know that the Knight of Swords likes to have fast movement and quick on your feet. There's another opportunity coming your way. It's not related to the last one we were discussing, but it is going to be something that requires you to be quick on your feet, which it sounds like it plays to your strengths a little bit here. Be adaptable. That's something that you can definitely do. It will be challenging. It will allow you to be more kind of creative, but it's kind of feeling like it may require possible like physical movement, like it may be in a different location or a little bit further than you want to. It may be more of a commute. It may be that you have to actually eventually move to get closer to that job if you stay there long term. So there is some potential things to consider if you were to take this job, but it would be one that they would want an answer pretty quickly. It's one that they're wanting to fill quickly once they are discussing this with you. So you may feel a little bit of pressure to give a yes or no on this. I do think it is a pretty good opportunity for you. There is growth there, being that it's the Knight of Swords. There will be some training involved, but again, it's going to be a very quick, on your feet type of thinking thing that you may enjoy. So that being said, there are some things that are going to come up that may be possible challenges for you. And I want to see what those may be, just so that you know what to look out for. So we have Page of Cups. This is another person. There may be someone giving you bad advice in your life. They may be younger than you or less experienced than you in a certain field. Be sure that you really go based on your instinct, what you know that you can do, and what you think is best for yourself. That is going to be very important coming up. There's a lot of people wanting to throw around advice right now, and a lot of things are changing. So make sure that you have the changes that you want. Okay, so another challenge. And this is something I've been kind of feeling from the beginning here. I don't see huge changes happening too fast. When this one comes up, it will happen quickly if you go down this route. But as far as the changes in general, I don't know how quickly these opportunities are coming up for you. You may experience some frustration. You're going to be looking for these opportunities, browsing the job listings and keeping your ears open. But it doesn't feel like there's going to be a lot of things calling to you right away, and you may get a little bit frustrated by the lack of progress here. And again, this may cause you a little bit of anxiety. You may be a little bit disappointed in the coming months. Now, I do believe that these opportunities are going to present themselves within at least 6 months, but it's just going to feel like it's taking forever, and you may be feeling a little bit stressed and anxiety and a little bit just disappointed with that. Just like what seems like lack of opportunity, especially since people are just continuously talking about how many opportunities there are out there. And it's just going to feel like, well, nothing seems to be like a good fit for me right now. And that is very frustrating. Okay. So I want to look at your current challenge or your current work situation, and then the next likely opportunity to come, the next likely step you'll be taking. So first, you are right now feeling like you want more control of your work life and your schedule in general. You're feeling like you're kind of being pulled in different directions. There is something that you're wanting to pursue that you know will take you some time, and it may not make you money right away. And it may require some training. You've been considering doing this, but you don't know if it's going to be the right thing because you definitely need to have that money coming in. So there's this kind of feeling of, I don't know which direction to go in, and I'm kind of feeling like I don't have the control of my schedule that I want to have. It almost feels like you could sort of be like more like an independent contractor or have your own business. It feels like that would be something you would like to do, or at the very least be able to have some flexibility in your schedule. So that seems to be where you are right now. Now, within the next 6 months or so, you will likely be having a new beginning. This is definitely suggesting to me that you're probably going to be starting a new job in the next less than 6 months, actually. It's going to be a little nerve-wracking. It may be something that you, nerve-wracking anxiety here. Self-consciousness is kind of coming up here. You may be feeling like it's a little out of your element. Something is going to require a little bit of training, a little bit of learning on your part, and that can be kind of scary. So that is going to be kind of making you feel like, I don't know if this is the right thing, but it's also very exciting. And I love that this is coming up right here. So if you're hoping for that new business opportunity or a new career, new start, that is definitely seems to be coming up. It is always possible that will change based on the actions that you're going to take. But as of right now, in this very moment, it seems like within the next 6 months, you're going to be starting a new job in something that is going to require a little bit of training. I am going to pull one more card as far as where you're likely heading. Awesome. So this is the Knight of Wands. Again, a lot of movement here. This is actually kind of talking to me more about the type of personality traits in yourself that you're going to want to have to pull out. So the likely place that you're heading is a new beginning where you're going to have to be a little bit more confident in yourself, a little bit more adventurous or brave, and possibly a leadership type of position. And it's going to be this kind of learning on the job thing. But you will feel more in control in this position. And there's definitely some growth available there. Definitely look out for those positions that feel like there's the potential to move up in the company or to learn skills that will allow you to move on in a positive way career-wise. I'm not feeling that you're wanting to look at something that's just going to be like a dead-end job or something that you're stuck in for a long time and there's really no flexibility or movement possible with that choice. So definitely look for those things. If you are going to be going on interviews, which again, I'm thinking is going to happen soon, really ask, what is the growth opportunities in this position? Am I able to really grow here as a person and have that control and flexibility that I would like to have? So if leadership is something that you're considering, or management, I do think that that's a possibility to come. Now I want to look at advice. So one thing that you're going to want to make sure that you do with Five of Swords is not focus too much on the drawbacks or the conflict or the drama or anything like that. Don't look back on or focus too much on the past struggles that you've had, especially the past year or so. This has been such an unusual situation, and you have learned a lot, I think, about yourself recently that will allow you to make these decisions. That's going to be best for you and those closest to you, your family. But there is this feeling of tension and not wanting to kind of give in to the pressures and conflicts of those around you. So don't worry too much about what others are thinking that you should be doing. If there's judgment from family or friends right now, brush it off. You need to do what's best for you. And if you are leaving a position for a new job in the next 6 months, try to do so as nicely as possible. We don't want to burn our bridges. We want to leave feeling as positive about the situation as you can. I am getting this feeling that you're not super happy with the situation that you're currently in, but you don't want to cause any unnecessary conflicts or say anything that you'll regret. So, to recap here, the strengths you have are working well with others and coming to conclusions that will help others reach their goals. You're adaptable and flexible to change. And you seem to like the idea of kind of working more with yourself or on yourself on an independent level. All of these to me do lead to the possibility of a good leadership position for you. So that's a good thing to consider when it comes to your strengths. Your strengths are also your determination, your hard work, your kind of common sense mentality of like, it's this simple way of getting things done. There may be good understanding of numbers and maybe money, maintaining and dealing with that, and finances is also a strength that you may want to focus your attention on. Things that you want to look out for your weaknesses, again, you don't want to be in a position where you're going to have to jump to conclusions or make unnecessary judgments on others. You want to feel balanced. You want to have a good balance of things in your work life. If you don't, you get completely thrown off or bored, and you don't want to be in a position where things are open to like interpretation or feeling like you don't know what the answer is. It's better if it's direct, yes or no, clear-cut understanding of what's going on. An opportunity feels, I'm getting, one is coming your way, that slow progress. Again, this feels more like a pyramid scheme, something you'd have to invest in. Somebody you know is talking to you about it. May take some time to see some results. That's not feeling like it's the way that you want to go. But there is one that's coming your way that will require quick decision making, and I think that that may be related to this new beginning leadership situation here. And having more control in your life. You will get a little frustrated. I'm not going to tell you not to. It's kind of just the way that things are right now, especially if you're wanting some quick results or opportunities to come up. You're going to need to be patient because I'm not feeling like this is going to be an overnight thing. And really pay attention. Keep your eyes and ears open at all times. Talk about it with people around you. You may be surprised what people have to say. The shadow card here, the reverse of the deck, is the Justice card. You've had quite a few major arcana cards. We've had the Death card, Judgment, and the Fool, and the Chariot. So this is some major changes coming up for you in your life. Justice is really talking about remaining honest with yourself and fair with yourself and to others around you. I'm kind of hearing don't settle for the easy answer necessarily. You want to be fair to yourself. You are a hard worker. You deserve to be in a job that you feel appreciated and that there is a benefit for you being there. So this is talking more about that, really making sure that you are fair to yourself in this job search. I hope that this is what you were looking for. I hope that this resonates and makes sense. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of things coming through right now. There's definitely going to be a lot of searching and a lot of things coming up. Make sure that you are looking at that kind of bottom line. So like money is coming to mind and we're wanting to make some more money. And then there's like the benefits that are coming into question here when it comes to your work. That's a concern here. One of the opportunities you have, probably the leadership position that is presenting itself at some point soon, will be offering benefits that you may not have currently. So what I'm feeling is it's possible that it may not be offering as much money as you might be hoping for, but those benefits may make it that balanced thing that it may be worth it. So just really make sure that you pay attention to everything that the job has to offer and not just the like daily duties of the job and the salary to go with that, because there can be a little bit more if you really look at the opportunities. And consider the distance. I am sort of feeling like there is the possibility of having to drive a distance to this new business opportunity, or possibly move in a different direction down the line. Not necessarily right away, but possibly down the line. Okay, I think that's feeling a little bit like settled. Okay, so again, hopefully this makes sense. I know that there's a lot of cards here, and I don't have the biggest table that I'm working with at this moment. I am sorry about that. I hope that this resonates with you. I hope that this is what you were looking for and kind of answered your question. I'm so happy that you got another reading with me. And I would love to do another one soon. If you feel that this didn't quite answer what you wanted, I know that I talked quite a bit about your strengths and your weaknesses. These are probably things that you already knew, but hopefully they resonated and were able to give you that confirmation that this is kind of pointing you in the right direction. And it did give you kind of these things to look out for possible things to cause issues or lead you in the direction that you shouldn't be going in. So as of right now, I'm seeing good opportunities, but they may just take some time. They're not going to happen overnight or right away. These are things that may take at least, I'm feeling like 2 months. 2 months is kind of coming up right now in my mind. So really just work on those possibilities and just being patient about it, because there's definitely good things to come in your future. Please let me know if this didn't quite answer your question. It was kind of a instinctual custom spread, so I would be more than willing to pull a couple more cards if you have more of a direct question that you wanted to have answered that didn't quite get answered here. So I want to thank you for getting this reading, and I hope that this helps you make decisions down the line. Again, keep in mind that things can change at any time. So really, again, keep your eyes open for those opportunities. And if you get an opportunity that is offered to you and you're not sure how you feel about it or if it's a good thing for you, I can always do another quick reading. Depending on how many cards it is, it can be less expensive because it will take me less time. So I may be able to help you kind of weigh the pros and cons of that opportunity when they finally present themselves to you. It's completely up to you. This may be exactly what you needed to hear. So hopefully this helped. And I wish you luck on your future business and work life. Again, thank you so much for getting a reading. Bye.